another year come and gone. And I gotta say, 2015 was a very interesting year, especially in my personal life. It's kind of why I went off the rails and started doing Marvel reviews. Sorry, but to make it up to you guys, I have now compiled my list of the best animes of 2015. The rules for my list are extremely simple. For instance, if it started in 2014, it's not going to be counted, sorry. No shorts, no movies, no music videos. And also remember this, I am only one person and this is a top 5 list. If this was a top 10 list, I'm pretty sure your favorite anime would be in there somewhere. But again, it's a top 5 and I'm only one human, so I'm just gonna say this right off the bat. Death Parade is not gonna be on this, because I'm still not done watching it. So, without further ado, this is the top 5 best list of 2015.
Number 5.
Umaru-chan speaks to me. Not as a person trying to better myself and become a decent member of society. No. I'm talking about the fat, lazy slob otaku I turn into the minute my butt hits that door. For Christmas. It's really good. In all honesty, seeing trailers and commercials for this anime, I thought I was gonna hate it, seeing it no more as any other slice of life comedy. But again, it kinda spoke to me. It has a relatable main character that admittedly I kinda turn into when I get home from a long day of school. I don't turn into like a little chibi hamster thing, but I act kinda the same way. Kind of. Even though the show isn't perfect and admittedly did have some slow moments, the writing was well enough and the animation was average enough where I just kind of liked it. It wasn't the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life, but it spoke to me on a level. Himata Umaru-chan. She spoke to me. I wouldn't hate a second season.
Number 4.
I really don't know why I like this anime so much. It's like you stuck a bunch of 12-year-olds in a room, forced them to play Cards Against Humanity, and then made them write your script. And this was the result. And I love it. I mean, this is a story of a world where anything considered dirty is banned. It's essentially a warped version of Fahrenheit 451, and also speaking on Japanese censorship laws, so there's a lot of, symbolism in the form of and put in the perspective that it is essentially an anime showing what Japanese censorship has done to anime creators. It's a very smart show. But admittedly, this is not a show for everybody, especially if you're a prude. Granted, I'm not a prude, but there's some scenes that even I had to go, whoa. For example, since no characters are really allowed to explore or talk about sex, they don't know how to act like a normal person, especially this one character after she's been kissed. I'm not gonna show you the scene, but I will show you my reaction to it.
What the fuck?
A boring world where the concept of dirty jokes don't exist. They're sexually depraved, perverted, and disgusting. And I love every episode of it.
Number 3.
Man, I some weird-ass anime this year. One Punch Man is a pretty self-explanatory title, and the internet ate this shit up from the first preview. But I really didn't get into it until a couple of weeks ago because a lot of my friends talked about it and I thought it'd be a good contender for the top 5 list. And surprisingly enough, it did. Which is shocking for me because normally I'm not into stupid action shows up to this caliber. One Punch Man just feels like it's spoofing all those dumb shonen shows that we all grew up with. Hell, in the wrong hands, One Punch Man could have been over the top and stupid and completely ridiculous and not even worth watching. You know, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. What the fuck? Oh my god! I'd like to personally apologize. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a classic and should never be made fun of. Ever. One Punch Man. It really backs up. Ow.
Number 2.
I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the plot to this being a military group going into an alternate universe where it's a medieval Witcher-looking place with dragons and elves and magical girls, I thought about Break Company. It was average at best, but it had a pretty good scenario that it just didn't do anything with, and that was a shame. Fortunately, Gate took this concept and ran with it. The characters were interesting and the story segments were good, but what I really loved about this was the action scene. It's a mix of fantasy and military, which in a lot of cases you really wouldn't think would work good, but here, it surprisingly worked very well. Hell, there is a scene in one of the episodes where they are fighting a dragon with machine guns and tanks, and there's another one where they are fighting an army with Flight of the Valkyries playing in helicopters and shooting everything, and it's just so cool, and everything, just, it's just a really good show. And I'm glad to see this anime took what was pretty much a subpar anime concept and made it what it should have been in the first place. And hearing that there's a second season of this supposed to be coming out in this January, I am very excited to see what this anime holds in 2016.
Number 1. I know, a lot of the animes on my top 5 best list had a big root in comedy, but I can still appreciate the anime that gives you the major feels. Like, inside-out levels of feels. Plastic Memories takes place in a future where there are androids called Giftias that have very human qualities, but they have an expiration date of only 9 years. This is where our characters in the terminal service come in, where they essentially wipe their memories and give the owners an option of pretty much doing whatever they want with it. And these aren't like some servant, I feel nothing for an android. No. These are family members, loved ones, grandparents, boyfriends, girlfriends, best friends, and you have to watch that almost every episode, and at least one of them is gonna make you catch the feels. It's a sweet show, especially with the two main characters. I'm not gonna spoil what exactly happens to them, but if you don't cry during the last couple of episodes, you have no soul. You just get so attached to these characters that you only know for 2, maybe 3 episodes at the most. And I think that's always the mark of good writing and a good show in general. Is this the greatest anime I've ever seen in my life? Probably not. Were there better ones that probably deserve the number 1 spot? Most likely, but this anime had a lot of heart, and I think that's why it's number 1 on my best anime list of 2015. I'm still gonna get a lot of flack for not putting One Punch Man at this spot, aren't I? Oh god, not again! You guys are mean. You took my glasses again. That was just rude. So, till next time, I'm the SuperAnimeGirl, and I'll see you in my worst of 2015 list
Till then, I gotta lie down for a little bit.